Kirsty Beach Salisbury. I lead on the Tackling Loneliness Collaborative, which covers Nottingham and Nottinghamshire. So I am hosted by Bassett Law Community and Voluntary Service, and I've come here today to talk to people about the Friendly Connector initiative, which is a social action kind of initiative. So it's all about sharing information. One of the things about loneliness is often you don't know what's out there, you don't know what services can help or what things can really you could get involved in. So there's things like volunteering, which I've done loads of volunteering and it's got me loads of jobs and I've met some great people. So I'm a big advocate for that, but also by connecting people to different things, you find out about things you didn't even know existed. So we're in Worksop at the moment as part of the Multicultural Festival. If you walk into Worksop Town Centre, you wouldn't see the breadth of amazing things that goes off. But when you come to festivals like this, you meet so many different people and see so many different projects. I have done the survey myself about Worksop Together, about the different aspects of it. It takes a few minutes to fill out, but yeah, I've filled it out. I think it's really important. And yeah, we all moan about places that we live and work, but actually it's your chance to have your say. So it's so important to take part in these things. Otherwise, you haven't really got a voice, and this is an opportunity to talk to people and have that voice.
Okay, so my name is Marzena Karpsing and I'm Community and Group Development Officer at BCBS. So I'm trying to push the Worksop Together surveys, and of course we want to ensure that there is a wide participation and representation from different communities. I've managed to push about 30 surveys today, so hopefully this will allow us to shape services in the future and to find out what people's expectations are.
Shops, things for young kids to do. There's literally nothing in Worksop for them, and that's why there's a lot of anger, violence, kids going off rails. I mean, at the minute I don't shop in Worksop. I don't even go out to Worksop, to be fair, but if there were shops in Worksop I might go into town a bit more, but I don't, because there's nothing there. The younger generation, what is there going to be for them? There's nothing now, so in the near future, what is there going to be for them? Absolutely nothing. If it doesn't improve their education, where they go out to play, where they go, what they do, their future. It's all about young generation's future, and at the minute it's not looking bright for them.
To make a difference in Worksop, for me personally, I think it should be spent for some stuff for young people. I'm a mother of 4 boys, and it's very little to do for children in age 13 to up to 20 in Worksop. To have any activities, you have to travel outside the Worksop. So I think bowling or more stuff like at Canch, more free spaces where people actually the children can actually go and play football or on different sports. I think that would be a good idea. So except of young people, I think there is also need for investment in and repair the roads, because roads are not very good shape at this moment of time. And third item for me very important is we moved recently to a new estate in Gateford, and there is no community space or nothing for regular residents. So it's massive new estate, and except of school, there is no groups and there is no any community spaces down there. So I think that would be really good.
I think it needs to be spent on encouraging more shops and businesses into the town centre. The town centre is dying here, and we really need to encourage more firms in. Like this, bowling thing. It's all right, but will that encourage more shops in, get more people in? Not in the daytime. That's a nighttime thing. We need shops in the centre, or knock the shopping centre down and let your Lidl build a supermarket there. Concerns are it's getting rough. I've lived here for very nearly 6 years, and I've noticed it go down in that time. Just the other night, not a 5-minute walk away from me, there was a man attacked, and those kind of incidents seem to be getting more and more. and a lot of it is younger people because they've not got anything to do.
Better quality shops, better opportunities for younger generations. It's a better opportunity anyway. That's it for young children, like the kids and the generation, and better quality shops instead of having loads of charity shops and down and out filming shops, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't go out my house anyway, due to I'm scared to go out the house, to be quite fair, because I'm, you know, with everything that's going off around town, you just never know what's around the corner. The crime, the rise, yeah. I mean, it's like when it's I saw an incident the other day at the bank, and there was a lady getting her money out, and somebody took it off her. You know, that's now, you know, what's going to be like in years to come.
Well, I think I could start by saying what is one good thing in Worksop, and that's the library, which I think has events on it and draws people in, but maybe that could be expanded in some way, the outreach of the library and the things they do, and create events that would bring people down into the town centre.
I would love to see the gatehouse restored and made safe. It's somehow, I know it's had work done on it fairly recently with scaffolding up, which was up for sort of 6 months or something. And when scaffolding came down, I couldn't actually notice any difference, but maybe it was conservation work or something. But it needs the stone needs work on it, and the pointing and so on, I'd have thought, because it looks a mess. But it is in a deprived part of the town, isn't it? And that worries me, that if millions are spent on it, or the church, or whatever it might be, or that lovely avenue with the stone sets, that it would very quickly get damaged by unhappy young people, basically. And then Worksop is like any other town in England. You know, it's declined, and then the shops are empty and so on. But that's nationwide, worldwide probably, and because people shop online, don't they? And so that, but how to get the town centre.
Well, I suppose with the empty shops and things on Bridge Street, if they could be found some other use that other than retail, because retail maybe has gone online so much, that might help. But what could new use be, I don't know.
I think there's been a huge lack of investment, especially in Worksop Town Centre. Not very many shops that are open, rates seem quite high. There seems a lot of antisocial behaviour in quite a few different areas in Worksop as well. So that is what I feel like that money should be spent on. Combating the antisocial behaviour, bringing revenue back into Worksop, getting footfall high again in the town centre. Lots more shopping opportunities, eating opportunities, entertainment opportunities. Public space is another something that's not there's not a huge amount of, and especially affordable public space, especially in areas like Manton. So having a community space that is affordable for the people of Manton would be a priority for me. I feel that there's a lack of infrastructure, things like transport, to be able to get out of Worksop, into Worksop, get to work outside of the town centre. I feel that that's contributing to the amount of antisocial behaviour that we're seeing. I feel like that is contributing to a lack of pride in place. So I feel like that is what I would like to see come back to Worksop.
My honest opinion is they don't need to be putting a Super Bowl in middle of town, they need to bring more shops in. Or something to attract more shoppers, because that can go anywhere. Well, I mean, there's no clothes shop hardly. There's no. If you've got a baby and you haven't got a car, where are you going to go? There's only Matalan. There needs to be something that appeals to everybody, not just, you know, elderly or vaping shops. There just needs to be something to bring people into town, because it's depressing. When you walk through that town, it is really depressing. People in doorways, office shops are boarded up. It's just not appealing anymore. The young ones, because there's nothing for them to do. There's no youth clubs, there's no discos. They're just hanging about the street causing trouble. And not only that, when you're old, you're frightened to walk past them. I mean, I'm 61 and I'm going to a point where I don't walk past gangs of kids. So that's one of my main things, yeah.
You know youth clubs?
Yeah, okay.
But with strict management, you know, it'll help get kids off the street and things like that instead of them getting up to mischief and that. But I think there also should be more things for elderly people to do in the daytime, do you know what I mean? Because I don't think it's really safe for them to come out at night in Worksop, I really don't. And that's including myself. Normally, I'm not bothered and that lot, but I do believe there should be more PSCOs on the street to tackle the hooligans, is that what you call them? And like I said, the elderly, but also they need a bit more support on getting the elderly out. You know, people that can go and take these people out because they ain't got family members to bring them out, kind of thing. So it's just like a bit more extra support for them, really, in terms of getting them out of the house and that. Also, some areas of Worksop could do a really good clean-up. Really good clean-up, because it's quite shocking to look at some places that have gone derelict. Typical example, our church. Do you know what I mean? That's closed down. Now, I think that should have been a priority on it being maintained and being there for the community to go to. So I think that would be nice for them to bring that back to life. Whether it can or not, I don't know. In shops, on terms of, you see, I'm disabled, I've got a scooter and that lot, but I can't get to Meadowhall and do shopping. You know, like we have got Primark, and it's not that. These stores are actually beneficial here for the for our poverty, really is. It's a cheap shop. And if it was to be brought here, it would help a lot of families, and that lot. Loads would benefit from it.
More shops rather than charity shops and vape shops.
We come in every week, don't we?
Yeah, and every week it gets less and less. More shops are closing, so an incentive for people to come in. So probably a discount on rent.
On parking.
You know,
parking is expensive. People don't like that.
I would like to see it being spent on more voluntary groups for the older people as well as the young people, so they can get out and mix and meet more people, because there's a lot of people that's socially isolated, and coming out to like places like BCVS and other voluntary groups like down at Aurora, where the old library is fantastic for people to socialise, not feel lonely and stuff like that. And any funding for that is brilliant, because they do a lot of work towards cancer and rehabilitating people and letting them feel that they're not on their own. I would like to see more shops, but same as every other town centre, we're having a problem with online shopping has took over. So a lot of shops has gone to Meadowhall and everything, but I would like to see some like larger size women's clothes shops coming back, some Primark and stuff like that. I don't think Marks and Spencer's will ever come back, but I would just like to see some big name shops back in Worksop, because it could be a thriving town. Worksop, unless the council does something about lowering the business rate so that they invite these shops into it, is not going to be flourishing anymore, and I think it's such a shame about it. I would like to see, same as I said, the big shops in, the more colourful, take pride in Worksop, put some more benches in the town, put some more flowers around the town, make it look inviting to people that's coming out of town. I mean, we've got lots of beautiful places on our doorstep. The Canch is one of them, and I also think that they could use that more, as they could have an outdoor cinema in summertime for people to go and enjoy, like other cities and towns do. They could also provide, like having more, like we had a multicultural event other week, and that was fantastic. You know, police came down and everything and showing kids what to do. If we had more events like that, I'm sure it'd be fantastic. Plus, I would like to see Like we've got Clumber on the doorstep and they used to have 80s pop concerts. We don't do anything like that anymore. But I would like to see something like that coming to Worksop. More vibrant, more interesting, more stuff to do rather than just going to the pub at night. Nobody wants that as you get older. Nobody wants it. We want some more interesting outdoor things to do.